they're donezo! What it do, ski? It's your boy Fable34, and today I'm here with my reaction video to Stargate SG-1. This one is Season 1, Episode 9. How's it going, everybody? So, those are the people that we met last episode, and I thought they were pretty interesting. They were the most advanced species that we've encountered so far in the series, so let's see where Nive's gonna take us. So, as always, if you enjoyed this one, then definitely be sure to smack that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And, yeah, with that being said, let's get into this one. Cheers. Yeet.
Let their hearts beat as one.
God has answered me with 4 people. Teal'c's not impressed. She's giving birth?
I swear, please.
GG.
I do not know the birthing mysteries.
The birthing mysteries? So clearly O'Neill wasn't in the emergency room when the baby was coming. Alright, Daniel, way to go.
It's a boy.
Hey, congratulations. Where do the gods reside?
We are the
In the
gods?
sky.
Oh. It's that boy!
Things feel a little off.
Things are too good to be true.
I am Cynthia. Welcome to our village.
Thank you.
See, when the story starts off this perfect and there's nothing wrong, I tend to lean towards cannibals. That's where they get you. When everything's too good to be true, I find like 7 times out of 10 they turn out to be cannibals. So let's see. I'm casting my vote in. That's what I'm guessing. Let's see where it goes. The topics on that pizza though.
Thanks.
Oh.
Right.
Alright. Appear to be enchanting. That's how you get robbed.
To every man.
Oh, damn. I was gonna make the joke. I guess you wanted to unload his sidearm, but I guess that's what we're really doing. I was just messing around. Oh. Is he gonna have another kid? Because the way she was walking up so quickly after the first baby.
Damn. She drugged me.
Yes, sir. You've been compromised.
From now on, we stick to rations.
Shallow
That's a
breathing
bar.
so hard.
They all act as if what happened last night was normal. They party until sundown, then they fall asleep, and they wake when the sun rises.
It's like college. It seems that they went through the Stargate and ended up in Frat Town. Here we go. Yeah, there's something up. Yeah, what the
No, I
hell?
meant the baby.
This boy's speed running life?
Filipos is 12 days old.
How old are you?
21 days.
And, Cynthia?
31 days.
It's actually a pretty cool twist.
Pelops brought humans here. I think he may have created some kind of virus. Viruses are often spread through bodily contact.
Oh no,
Some
they're
are, and some
donezo!
But I think that this one isn't.
Seems like his gray hair is gonna be popping in any
Give him
second.
credit for one. Perhaps it is because they don't have much life to enjoy.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Great. Get back to Earth, Captain. Figure this thing out.
Oh, confirmed. Old man O'Neill coming in by the end of this one.
I think I like what I found.
Why does O'Neill keep getting the viruses? I feel like recently, like every other episode, he keeps getting body tin extent. Oh my goodness! Kind of looks like Butthead with his big forehead. With the hairline pushed back.
Well, Captain.
How would they reverse this? I don't know.
So in 2 weeks, I'll be dead.
Not if I can help it.
How you
I'd
gonna
like to set up a lab here.
reverse it?
Captain.
I can get stopping it. I actually don't know.
Do you know anything about that?
But you ate the marriage cake. Came to my bed.
Marriage cake? You should have led with that.
Cynthia, you thought we were married?
And to every woman, the Creator gives 100 blissful days.
Cynthia, will you stop that? I mean, look at me. I'm 40 years old, or I was.
It is not possible.
Pelops was an alien who used your people. He shortened your lives to satisfy his curiosity.
Curiosity. That was great though. Hello? Her gloves just started flaking. What the hell?
Oh, God.
Oh my goodness. He's gone.
But wouldn't you rather know the truth?
Why?
Science, progress, knowledge.
Pelops has forbidden us ever to leave.
No, he will not strike you down. Trust me on that, will you?
I mean, well, we don't know that necessarily because they haven't left the borders. You're just assuming that there isn't, you know, some
Then I
alien
could
monitoring
return
them.
and teach the people what I know. And in their thousands of days, they would learn more and teach their children.
Now you're talking.
You are angry.
Yes. Yes, I am.
And now, because of me, you will never see her again. Then let me give what I have taken. The time of one heartbeat can become eternity.
The order is final.
Sir! We cannot just leave him there.
But I am sure that he would not hesitate to make the same decision for himself that I'm making now.
Our people do not have enough knowledge to help us. We must ask Pelops to return.
For crying out loud!
Then I will no longer be one of the chosen.
Nor will I.
Oh. All right.
So you like older men, do you?
We have gone too far from the village. Pelops forbids it.
He's gone, kid. Yeah, he's gone.
Fuck the village. Enjoy the water.
Probably just pass out. Why aren't we unconscious yet?
The statue is the thing that was accelerating them.
Should have happened already, can't you? I'll bet you and I stayed awake because we walked out of range. If you're could be as simple as just getting the hell out of Dodge.
Hey.
Don't worry. Aside from a little prostate problem we won't go into, it's not so bad.
I've loaded the frequency. I'm switching it on now.
What about Jack?
Me? I'll probably move to Florida. Get into a little retirement home of some kind.
Well, without these little buggers in your system to maintain the changes, you should return to normal within a week or two.
That is wonderful news.
There you go.
I was kind of looking forward to a little shuffleboard with the fellas.
Then you are leaving.
Teal'c's facial expressions are so good. There's probably a plethora of GIFs.
I'll treasure every day of my life because of you.
For thousands of days?
I sure hope so.
And that was Stargate SG-1 Season 1 Episode 9. That was Brief Candle. So things started off a little too good to be true, and of course that was the case. We ended up in this on this planet where everybody aged at a rapid rate. And I thought this was probably one of the best episodes. You know, I think I'm going to go out and say I think this is probably one of the best put together episodes this season. I thought it was paced out fairly well. I mean, we're introduced to these people. There's a decent amount of mystery here, and then reveal as we go along that they're aging at this rapid rate. And I think there's some pretty interesting ideas here, obviously, with having, you know, a false prophet, the idea of life, O'Neill sort of gaining this new perspective after getting married a second time. And I actually thought the heartfelt moments as O'Neill was speedrunning his life, I thought those made for some sincere moments, obviously reflecting on their different, you know, lifestyles. And I think O'Neill was actually able to take away some important messages from this, like to enjoy your life, every moment of it. Thought from an emotional aspect, this worked well, obviously, with him seemingly dying. I felt engaged with this one. I thought I felt bad seeing, you know, one of our main characters going seemingly, you know, going to the end. I definitely think that this episode posed some interesting ideas to figure out that your whole existence is just sort of this experiment. What would you do to sort of correct it? And if you only lived 100 days, what would you do? What would you do in that time? So I thought that was an interesting idea how they pose here. Also, from a perspective, I guess, of the larger story with the Gould, the Gould. Yeah, thought it was cool yet again how we've previously seen, you know, the Goa'uld just experimenting on people, sort of leaving their experiments running amok, and that's sort of what's going on with all these different Stargates. I thought it was interesting how they we got to see just how advanced they are in terms of their how in depth their experiments went, where they're able to sort of exponentially accelerate the human life cycle. From I guess from an advanced technology perspective, that was an interesting element to this episode, sort of showing us just how twisted they are to some extent, and also they have nanotechnology at their disposal as well. So providing some extra pieces of information just to how far they would go to their experiments. I think it would be cool if we came back to this society later on. We came back to this planet later on, maybe in a couple years or whatever it be. What would happen if you go from living, having a life cycle of 100 days to a regular life cycle of whatever 80 years it is? How would their society develop? How would it change? Would people start to become, rude and evil and et cetera, because from the surface level, it just seemed like literally all they wanted to do was party, have a good time. Everyone was very, kind and nice to each other because they only had 100 days and they wanted to, love and live. I don't know if they're gonna do that necessarily, but I think that might be a pretty interesting idea, because O'Neill did say he would keep tabs on them and try and visit her. And like I did say, I thought there was actually a decent amount of emotion between O'Neill and Cynthia, as he's obviously aging. She's still spent time with him and they're learning from each other. So I think those are probably some of my favorite elements of this episode. I thought the team had some pretty good banter earlier on, but as they sort of went back to Earth and tried to figure out the cure, these sort of a little bit sidelined to me. But again, I think the main focus was just figuring out how O'Neill's going to get out of this, and the concept of them aging and the ideas that we got out of that, and how O'Neill sort of reflected on his own life a bit here. I love that one speech too towards the end where he's just speaking to Cynthia, just telling her how it is and saying, all I know is being a soldier, and reflecting on his own life a bit. There's the knocks in this one are definitely, I think, one of the better ones for me for season 1. But that was my reaction video to Stargate SG-1. What'd you guys think about this one? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, if you enjoyed this one, then definitely be sure to smack that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. With that being said, guys, that was SG-1. I will catch you all for episode 10. Peace.